Hey, thought I'd get on here and just say hello. I noticed that it's been 2 weeks since I made a video on the Merry Widow YouTube channel, and I hadn't had too much thoughts about what I would say today, except that it was yesterday was a very emotional day. Mental wise, just because if something happened early in the morning, and I was upset and worried about it almost all day, and I just kind of let it ruin my whole day. And I shouldn't have done that, but I did, because you know what, it's only me to take care of my household. It's only me, it's nobody else is responsible. And then, excuse me, I also have worries of where I live. The county is thinking about raising the taxes again, and I'm thinking, well, that'll make my escrow payment go up on my house. That'll make my house payment go up. And that's why I didn't have my taxes included in the first place, because that's a lot of money, and I know that I can make payments on my taxes. But when you make your house payment, it has to be the house payment pay. It's just little things worrying on my mind and stuff like that. Sometimes that stuff will just overwhelm me like a ship in the ocean when it's riding on rough waves, rough seas. And the seas, you've seen pictures of it like fishing boats, that it just almost looks like the boat will capsize, but it doesn't. And it reminded me of the time that Jesus said, let us go over to the other side. And then Jesus got into the boat and he went to sleep. And a big, huge storm came up. And the disciples, who were fishermen, so they knew the waters could get rough. They didn't go into this not knowing that the waters could get rough. They knew the waters could get rough, because most of them were fishermen. But Jesus went in the back of the boat and fell asleep, because he told them when he got on the boat, he said, let us go to the other side. Jesus didn't have to worry about it. So as the waters got rough and the disciples got scared, they said, Master, don't you care that we may perish? And he looked at them, basically said, yeah, I'm here. Nothing's going to get, you're going to be all right. And he stood up and calmed the waves, and then they were like, whoa, who is this, And so that's kind of what Jesus had to remind me of yesterday, And whether or not you're a believer or not, sometimes that's just how your life is. One scary situation comes up and you worry about it constantly. Excuse me. Constantly at that point, and you get really freaked out about it. And I did that yesterday. I shouldn't have, but I did. So, but yeah, that's how my day went yesterday. And I'm also meditating on other things too, different situations and different people and things like that. And I just have a tendency to overthink, because I have nobody to share it with. My buffer isn't here anymore. Dennis, we used to talk about things with each other. We could bounce things off of each other and discuss it. And when one was upset, basically, I could calm him down. When I was upset, he could calm me down. Sometimes we'd be upset together, and, sometimes we wouldn't be. And, that's just how it is. That's how a husband and wife is. And Lori Beth told me a while ago, she said, Mama, she said, I really didn't know how much Daddy balanced you until he was gone. She said, often I thought it was you that balanced him, but he balanced you out. And yes, he did. And sometimes, get off kilter, and I don't have anybody to balance me out, to make me calm down, except for Lori Beth. And sometimes I don't like to share things with her, because she's got her own issues to deal with, and her family. I mean, I know I'm her family, but, you know, excuse me, she's living her married life now, raising a baby, raising my granddaughter, and she has her husband, and sometimes, she doesn't need to see how worried I am or how much it's bothering me. I did, even though I almost started crying on the way home as I was talking to her, and she kind of got me out of that, so, which I appreciate. But, it's all okay. I'm okay today. I went to the grocery store, picked up a few things for next week. Got a little chicken wrap to eat. I only ate half of it because I had got me a snack before I went into the grocery store, so I wasn't that hungry, but I did want to eat. And so I just have no clue what I'm going to do tomorrow. That's my dog Oasis barking. Have no clue what I'm going to do tomorrow. I think I might go to Hobby Lobby. Lori Beth gave me a picture of Christmas, my cat, that I had to put down. And I've had it for several months. And, excuse me. So I need to go get a picture frame. I may do that tomorrow. And I may drive up to the farmer's market and see if I can find any onion starts, or go to the greenhouse again, Brantley's Nursery here where I'm at, and see if I can find any onion starts, because I think that would be the last thing I would plant. Whether or not they come up, I don't know, but I would like to try to plant some onions. I was going to try to plant some potatoes, but I don't have room now, and in order to plant potatoes, the seed potatoes anyways, to get them, you have to get a whole bag. I'm only one person and I only have a small garden. I do not need a whole bag of potato starts. Hey, Oasis, this is my girl. This is my Oasis, yes. Yes, this is my sweet girl. I say oftentimes I rescued her, but I needed somebody to take care of, and I'm so glad that she came into my life just at the right time. So, but anyways, just wanted to share a little bit. It's all about sharing, what's going on and how I feel. Whether or not it makes sense to anybody, so be it. It's just good to get it out of my system. Yeah, so I'm sitting here on my deck, in my house coat, in my clothes that I planted in my garden, and and my hair turned out good today. Maddie, my hairdresser, would be so pleased. It turned out really nice. I guess because it was, I hadn't washed or anything. I just wet it and put some more mousse in it, and it stayed, and I sprayed it down really good, because most of the time, I'm not good with hairstyles, I'll just tell you. I'm not good at fixing my hair and making it look pretty. Most of the time, when it looks really good is when I come out of the beautician's chair. That's the only time I think it looks good. But anyways, ooh, this light makes my skin look horrible. But anyways, I do have makeup on, even though you may not can tell, but oh well. It's neither here nor there. All right. I hope you guys have a good evening. Love y'all. Have a good weekend.